So here we are with Gene Ho. It's the reboot.
Exactly.
Or
it's going to
is
be
it?
good.
Or is it? It's
Hey,
George.
It is George, and you know what? America needs this right now. America needs it so badly. What we need in America is we need Americans to reunite again. And reuniting is such confusing of a word because everyone thinks, oh, we have to all agree. No, we could disagree, but we just got to stop hating each other. And that's what George is going to do. He's going to put a face on real Americans doing real things. Some on the right, some on the left. But the thing is, that's what it means to reunite America, is to just have us good old-fashioned arguing, but no more hate. That's what we're trying to do.
Right. Well, how do we stop that right now, especially as ugly as things are, and as dark as things seem? I mean, how do we break into that light? How do we communicate with the other side?
Here is what's going on, and you are exactly right about this. And I mean this with all due respect to Biden. Biden has done more to unite Americans than any other president. And the reason why I say that is because when I'm going out and I'm getting gasoline, and it's very obvious with the bumper stickers in my car that I'm a conservative, I look over, and what do I see? I see a liberal. I know it's bumper stickers, and we're looking at each other, and we're both tired of $5 a gallon gasoline. Me and the liberal can agree. We don't want this. And here's the thing. We want America to be on the right track. Everyone can say, hey, you know what? Maybe with Trump, we still hate him. We hate Trump. But the thing is, hey, the guy did a pretty good job. I like his mean tweets because at least I have $1.50, $2 gallon gasoline. What's going on in America is it has completely gone off the rails. Basically, America is a disaster right now, and this is the perfect time for us to join Americans again. Disagreeing is fine. Disagreeing is what America is all about. Someone likes the Red Sox, someone likes the Yankees. You can argue about that all day long, which team is better. That's what America used to be about, and it changed to somehow, if I view things one way and you view things another way, somehow we need to hate each other. And It's shameful, and we're not having that anymore.
I mean, is that something where it's like, Trump had said nation in decline? That was kind of a big thing that came out recently. Is that where we're at, where it really just needs to collapse so that we can rebuild as Americans?
You know what? The thing is, I don't think anyone, at least not me, no one here wants anything to collapse. Quite frankly, we want a better America. I'll be honest, whether it's Biden, Trump, or whatever, I like Trump. But the thing is, it's gone off the rails. America has gone off the rails. Everyone knows it. Like I said, you could be talking to, I had so many other liberal friends that said, listen, I made a mistake. You know what? I didn't vote for Trump, but at the same time, I made a mistake because I see where our country is now. And so what we need is for us to come back and say, listen, understand what I'm thinking about, what I'm talking about. I may be a conservative, but you don't need to hate me. Why do you need to hate me? Some of you guys hate me and they don't even know who I am. They never even met me. But the thing is, let's disagree. If I view things one way, cool. We could argue about that all day long. And at the end of the day, we could have a beer like it used to be. Yeah. And it stopped. It changed somewhere.
Do you think, I mean, you talk about Trump's mean tweets and how you miss those. What role do you think Trump's mean tweets may have played in some of this division in this country? Do you think that had a role in that?
I do, but let me tell you why I think. What Donald Trump has done is has turned meek and mild people like me, other Christians, into them saying, you know what, maybe I should just tell it like it is. And that's what Trump did. And the thing is, for the longest time, conservatives and good Christians were put in this little box. Oh, I'm sorry, I'll pray for you. Let me pray for you, right? And then what did Trump do? Trump just told it like it is, and that inspired Americans. That's why Americans like him, because Donald Trump just says, listen, this is what it's all about. This is how I feel. And then people like us say, you know what? Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe rather than to be fake, we could just tell what I believe.
Yeah, it was like that crassness was necessary at times, I think, to really wake people up and get them to have these conversations. And we need to start being more uncensored with each other, left, right, whatever.
With this thing with George, I work with some of the best people involved in it, and they are all experts in their own realm of things. But here's my point. We disagree so much. I mean, we scream and shout because we're very passionate about our product. We're very passionate about our country, right? I believe in one way. I believe in gun control. I mean, excuse me, don't believe in gun control. I believe in us having weapons and in our constitutional right to carry. I disagree with someone that wants gun control. But I understand, if you talk to them, I understand what they're going from.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest. If you took my shotgun and you took my shotgun with buckshots in it and went into a apartment, you're going to stop the intruder. That bullet's going to go through the intruder, through the door, into the next room. I don't want my children in that next room. So I understand where they're coming from. But when they talk to me, they say, listen, I understand where you're coming from. You live in the country, you like to hunt, you want to protect your home. So I like that. Now, it's all cool. We could still argue, but we don't need to hate each other. And that's what's happened in America, and that's what we're going to stop, because we're going to call you out on it. How are you going to say this? You want to hate me because I disagree with you? How does that make sense in any world? No world. And America has lost their minds with it. Mm-hmm. But now when you call someone out on something, it's just like someone that apologizes. You just say, like, listen, you were a jerk because you did this. It's like, you know what, you're right. I got to calm down. It's cool. And that's what America's going to come to. We got to stop hating each other.
Is it still possible for Americans to unite around the Constitution?
I believe so. I believe 100% that all in all, America is good at heart, and America, for the most part, wants the best interests of Americans at hand. And we've seen it more than ever now. I'll be honest, okay? I loved Obama, loved him. And the way he ran the country, to be honest, it wasn't that bad. It really wasn't. To be honest, it was not like Jimmy Carter. It was pretty decent, to be honest. Now, were there things I disagree with him? Absolutely. But if you remember, Obama invited 2 people to have a beer at the White House. Mm-hmm. We disagreed, but it was cool. But now the country is unhinged. This country is falling apart. And now people, even on the left, can say, you know what? Something else needs to be done. Something needs to be done to save our country. I believe there are many good people on the left that believe that way and just want our country to be better.
Absolutely. So one of the things I'm working on, and we can kind of close with this because I got to ask you, but is this the peak of Western civilization? Are we still on our way up? Is there a future for Western civilization? A lot of people think that it's failing, that it all needs to be remade, and that this is all over.
No.
I mean, where are we at? No. Where are we at on that timeline?
And here's the thing, because so many people say it about me, oh, look at him, he's an insurrectionist or whatever. I'm saying let's fight. Not physically. You got to say that nowadays. Other people lose their minds. Let's fight and let's band together and save this. If we don't do it now, this is not happening. It really isn't. So now's the time. And I feel great about it because I know that this is going to happen. Because how does anyone sit here and listen to me and say, listen, no, we want to hate you. If you think one way and I think another way, I need to hate you. And now what we've done is we're calling them out on that. And now they should be ashamed. There's so many people that hate me online. Never met me, but they hate me. Why? Because I supported Trump? That's why you hate me? So what's going on in America is now we see where we are in America and we need a change. You realize that. I'm not even going to make you say, oh, see how bad it is? You know how bad it is. So it needs to be a change, and it's going to happen, and America's best days are still ahead of us.
What's first on George?
You know what? That's a great question. What's first on George? Yeah. We're going to put real faces on real people. That's what we're doing. What we hope to do, because they don't trust me yet, but we hope to get people on the left to interview with them as well. The people on the right, no end to it. Everyone wants to interview with George right now. On the right, I get it. But we're looking for people on the left to say, listen, let us figure out why you think a certain way. And I know on the right, I know these people on the right are going to say, you know what, disagree, stupid idea, but I see where you're at, and I can respect you for that. That's what's going to happen in America. And it just takes a little bit to get us going, because once some people on the left start to say, hey, this guy's going to give us a fair shake, we're not there to have a hit piece on them. Just see what you have to say, but then you got to listen to our guys too. You got to sit here and listen to me, and then we're going to fix America and heal it.
Perfect.
So I want to say something on that topic and just pick your brain a little bit about that. George was initially Junior's magazine.
Correct.
Trump and Junior were great friends.
Correct.
Junior comes from a Democrat background. The whole thing, George Magazine, could have been viewed as a left-wing magazine.
That is exactly the point of everything that we're doing, if you think about it. You know what? How are you going to call me out on it? I used to be a liberal. How are you going to call me out for being a white supremacist? I'm not even white. So everything is perfect. The timing is perfect. And just sit back and really, honestly, enjoy the show, because it's going to get really good really fast.
Absolutely. That's, you know, I want to say on that note, that's something that's been interesting to me a lot in this, is that myself coming more from left-wing circles, and then of course I was at the Capitol on January 6th as a journalist, didn't matter, they charged me, and I watched myself get slandered in the media. They call me a right-wing or a fascist and all these things, and all the friends that have known me for years, they go, you don't even know Sean. So it's like, I think that is something that's huge, is we've got to go back to those kind of civil libertarian roots of the left and get them involved in this entire process. So I think it's great, you know, what you're doing and really trying to go back to that. So.
And I really appreciate that, and thank you very much for letting me sit down and tell you about this and talk to you about this.
Absolutely. Thanks,
Thank you.
sir.